short prayer.
Bless everyone present today, that each will be able to share his or her contributions and needs. Grant unity and safety to loved ones, bless outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
May we request the Back Secretariat to conduct a roll call and record attendance, determined into heavy quorum.
Good morning. For today's private conference, the following are the attendees. Back Chairperson, Engineer Arman Ibareta.
Present.
Back Vice Chairperson, Engineer Philip Salvadora. For regular back members, Engineer Joanna Marie Manaog.
Present.
Ms. Maria Carson Roca.
Present.
For provisional back member, Engineer Nilbert Alvarez.
Present.
For TWG Head, Engineer Diana Rose Gonzalez. For TWG members, Engineer Jelyn Alba, Engineer Rejan Remoroso, Engineer Sarin Cañeso, Engineer Marie Ivy Saliva. For Back Secretariat Head, Engineer Maria Chini Legacion. For Back Secretariat members, Engineer Elizabeth Olieres, Ms. Dolores Casiao, yours truly, Micaela Mencero, and Engineer Forlan Herno. That's all for thank you.
As per attendance, we have a quorum, so this private conference is now to order at 10:11 a.m. We are convened today at Procurement Unit Office, DPWH Camarines Sur 56 Engineering Office for the private conference of two GAA 2025 projects. May we call on our TWG Head, Engineer Diana Rose Gonzalez, to discuss the contract data.
Good morning. For contract ID 25FN0065, covers the rehabilitation and reconstruction of roads affected by slip slope collapse and landslide along Albay Diversion Road. Station limit K0443 plus minus 776 to K0443 plus minus 472 and K0443 plus 635 to K0443 plus 715 in DPWH Camarines Sur under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program. The project has an approved budget for a contract of 23,520,000 funded under GAA 2025 with a contract duration of 203 calendar days. The project is classified under small b. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000. And for contract ID 25FN0066, covers the preventive maintenance of the Iriga City to San Isidro-Sagrada-Sn Ramon-Hanawan Road. Station limit K0485 plus 974 to K0486 plus 797 in Iriga City, Camarines Sur under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program. The project has an approved budget for a contract of 32,890,760 funded under GAA 2025 with a contract duration of 83 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000.
Now let's call on the end user representative to cover the requirements of the bidding documents.
For special condition of contract for contract ID number 25FN0065 and 25FN0066, in case of semi-permanent structures such as building of types 1, 2, and 3 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, concrete or asphalt roads, concrete river control, drainage, irrigational line, canals, river landing, deep wells, rock causeway, pedestrian overpass, and other similar semi-permanent structures, 5 years. For the scope of works, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slip slopes, collapse, and landslide tertiary roads for major categories of works of the contract to be procured, RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example revetment, retaining structures, rock netting, concrete crib, shotcrete, MSE walls, gabions, riprap masonry. For units of measure, kilometers, dimension 0.104. For cost estimate for each major category of work, 23,520,000. For similar major categories of work, FCSPS, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example revetment, retaining structures, wirenet. FCBPS, flood control, construction, bank, protection structure. FCSP, flood control, construction, shore protection, FCSP. For contract ID number 25FN066, the scope of works are preventive maintenance, secondary roads, asphalt overlay. For major categories of work of the contract to be procured are CA roads, construction, asphalt, unit of measure, kilometers, dimension 0.827. For cost estimate for each major category of work, 32,890,760 pesos. For similar major categories of work, RRA, roads, rehabilitation, asphalt.
Now let's call on our technical working group to cover the bid data sheet of the contracts.
For bid data sheet for contract ID number 25FN0065 and 25FN0066. The minimum work experience requirements for the key personnel are the following. The required is 50% of ABC of each contract. For project manager, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years. For project engineer, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience is 3 years. For materials engineer, general experience is 3 years and relevant experience is 3 years. For the remarks, attach valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Project engineers and material engineers must be accredited by the DPWH. Attach accreditation. For safety and health officer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years, and safety officer with attached certificate of training issued by DOLE and valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Certified first aider with attached certificate of training issued by Red Cross and valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. For foreman, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years, and for the remarks, attached valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Additional requirements for contractors' key personnel. The affidavit of commitment to work must include each person's tax identification number. The list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract must include their qualification data, curriculum vitae. An affidavit stating that the pledged project engineer and materials engineers number of projects handled simultaneously does not exceed 10 contracts. Submission of professional tax receipt for applicable personnel. Firm's dollar certificate of registration in compliance to Rule 1020 of the Labor Code of the Philippines, implementation of ISO 9001:2015 certificate requirements for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors.
For the minimum major equipment required for contract ID 25FN0065 and 25FN0066, prospective bidders may view it on the bid datasheet clause 12.1 of each bidding documents posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's website. List of contractors' equipment pledge for the contract DPWH INFR 15 must be filled out completely and properly. Submitted proof of ownership must be specified and indicate the model, year, capacity, performance, size, plate number, motor number, body number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition per Department Order 58 series of 2012. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for the equipment owned, lease agreement of equipment to be leased, or under purchase agreement. Must also submit certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor for the duration of the project. Accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants in the procurement of contracts for the infrastructure works shall be imposed pursuant to DEO 253 series of 2003. Bidders are reminded that only concrete and asphalt mixes produced by the duly accredited plant shall be used in DPWH projects. Accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines in the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. For first aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance with DORE requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines in the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. The DPWH approved CSHP is a requirement for the processing and approval of the contract agreement. Moreover, no claims by the contractor, advance payment, or first progress billing shall be processed and paid without the submission of DPWH approved construction safety and health program. Minimum materials testing equipment requirements for the project of the medium contractors or DO number 11 series of 2017 and DO 127 series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Bids will be valid until 120 calendar days from the date of opening of the bids.
We now turn over the discussion to the documents to be submitted by the bidders and criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award.
Good morning. For technical checklist, for legal documents, letter A, valid PhilJEP's registration certificate, platinum membership. All pages, bidders should make sure that Annex A of PhilJEP certificate must reflect updated dates, and letter B, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. Please take note that the list of the projects you are submitting shall match in data reflected on your contractor registration certificate or contractor's information in civil works application, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And letter C, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules and must be supported by the constructor performance evaluation system with rating at least satisfactory. For DPWH or government contracts, or an honor certificate of final acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. And letter D, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board license, ISO certified as per DO 110 series of 2024, or special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And letter E, original copy of bid security in the form of surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And letter F, project requirements, which shall include the following. Number 1, organization and chart for the contract. Number 2, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Number 3, list of contractors, major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. And number 4, list of contractors, minimum materials, testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. Letter G, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. And letter H, latest general information sheet duly received by Securities and Exchange Commission. And letter I, sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. And letter J, contractors construction safety and health program. Letter K, if applicable, straight line diagram per DO 246 series of 2024, annexes A-3 and B-5A to B. And letter L, accredited contractors, consultants, project engineer as per DO 148 series of 2024 and DO 227 series of 2024, applicable for buildings and bridges. And letter M, certification of accredited asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants. And for financial documents, letter N, the prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stock received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And letter O, the prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity. Letter P, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial checklist, letter A, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, and letter B, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, and letter C, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. And letter D, cash flow by quarter. All pages must be numbered, paginated consecutively, at top of hand right margin, each page signed by bidder below page number, and the total number of which must be indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All set of documents, financial and technical envelopes must be properly book-bounded pursuant to DPWH DO number 90 series of 2002. Use checklist of the technical and financial envelopes here to attach in section 9 bidding forms, and shall be included as first page of the book bounding of each envelope with ear tabbing labeled for each checklist.
Criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Bidders should have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 or ITB. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act or NGPA. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder or LCRB who was determined as such during the post-qualification. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens or sole proprietorships, cooperatives, and partnerships or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16. For the eligibility check, the BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on the field jobs registration on their legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the Civil Works application, which focuses on the NFCC. Work experience or single largest completed contract, similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. In addition, after the bid opening of bids as per IRR of RA 12009 under Section 61, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using non-discretionary criteria, wherein it requires the completeness of the bid. For the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order Number 127, Series of 2018, and other issuances relative to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned officials or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. Please reiterate the 127 Series of 2018. Then, 10 calendar days upon receipt of the Notice of Award or NOA, the contractor must comply the documents needed in the Notice of Award for the issuance of contract agreement. In accordance with Section 52.6 of the Republic Act 12009 RRR, the procuring entity can reassess a bidder's qualification at any stage of the procurement process if there are reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder, or if there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. If any false information or changes affecting eligibility are found, the bidder shall be disqualified from obtaining an award or implementing the contract, as the case may be, subject to the applicable rules under this IRR. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Camarines Sur, reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare the failure of bidding, or not award a contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of Republic Act 12009, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders.
Additional reminder, three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods and consulting services shall be imposed pursuant to DO number 25 series of 2008 as amended by DO number 28 series of 2024. Bidders are reminded in the different offenses and penalties provided for in the revised IRR of RA 9184 and in the provisions governing the imposition of administrative sanctions for contractors who tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, except for valid reasons, pursuant to DO number 28 series of 2024. Classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy and exceptions. Number 1, withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. Number 2, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Number 3, submissions of patently insufficient bid. For the enforcement and penalties, if a bidder commits any of the three major offenses or acts listed above 3 times within a year, starting from the approval date of the resolutions, recommending the imposition of strike 1 or first warning, which is counted as day 1 through day 365, and if these three offenses are of similar or identical nature, it will trigger the enforcement of the stipulated administrative penalty. Suspension from participating in all DPWH procurement activities and entering into contract with any DPWH procuring entity. Subsequently, as for the procedure outlined in Annex A, this may result in the blacklisting of the suspended bidder, thereby disqualifying the bidder from participating in any government procurement activities for a period of 1 year. In conjunction with blacklisting, the bidder will also face bid security forfeiture and must comply with the enforcement of the bid security declaration's condition. For the schedule, a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on August 4 to August 24, 2026 until 9 a.m. only, from the address given below in the invitation to bid and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents, pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount stated also in the invitation to bid. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, PhilJEPS, and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat through number 1, manual submission at the address indicated below, or number 2, online or electronic submissions through Camarines Sur 5 at dpwh.gov.ph, as indicated below, on or before August 24, 2026, until 10 a.m. only. Bid opening shall be on August 24, 2026, 10 a.m. at DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Bao, Camarines Sur, and or live streaming via YouTube channel https://m.youtube.com/@dpwh.camsur5deo. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Bao, Camarines Sur, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below in the invitation to bid from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. only. That would be all.
Is there any questions, clarifications, or comments from the back members, technical working group, back secretary, and other participants of this pre-bid conference?
Are there any changes or corrections in plans, programs of work, bill of quantities, or calendar days for the proposed issuance of supplemental bid bulletin?
As of to this date, we do not have any changes. But if there is, it will be posted 7 days before the bidding date. Other matters? Since there are no other matters or questions, this pre-bid conference is adjourned at 10:36 a.m. Thank you for attending.